Hey friends, welcome to Post to Post. Welcome to the week in the NHL. My name is Neil, and I'm here today to tell you what games I think you should watch this week. It's going to be an interesting week on and off the ice, a little bit more on the off-ice tidbit at the end of this video. But let's talk on ice, and let's go from day to day, Monday to Sunday, this upcoming week, and what games I'll be watching and what games I think that you should be watching. Let's start off with Monday. That's today. So, first game I'll be watching today is Colorado versus Minnesota. That starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, and all these times are Eastern, by the way. Colorado and Minnesota, two very interesting teams. Obviously, defending Stanley Cup champion. Minnesota, a team that's on the rise in the last couple of years, made some really cool moves, and a fun team to watch as well. I've been watching a lot of Minnesota so far this season, and they've been a fun team to watch. Okay, next up, we've got Winnipeg, Dallas at 8:30. This is a really good 1-2 setup in the Monday lineup, where you've got a game starting at 8, and you've got a game starting at 8:30. So when one period ends, you can switch and watch the first period of the other one. You're not going to see the beginning of it, but it's still like a really good staggered 2 games. So you get to see a lot of hockey, nonstop hockey, basically for like 3 hours. So it's a great 1-2 punch. And also Winnipeg, Dallas is going to be a really good game. Winnipeg looked pretty good there in that first game. And also Dallas has been so fun to watch. If you get a chance this week, regardless of who Dallas plays, please make sure you watch the Dallas game. They've been, like, I think the funnest team to watch so far in this season opening. They've been a blast. So Colorado, Minnesota at 8. Winnipeg, Dallas at 8:30. That is the 2 games that I will be watching Monday, and I'll be, checking in on the other games as well. But those are the 2 primary games for me. Tuesday, here are the games that I'm going to be watching, and I think maybe you should watch as well. Philadelphia versus Tampa Bay, 7. I mean, this comes down to 2 reasons. Number 1, Philadelphia's been starting pretty good this year, and I think maybe surprising a couple of people. So coming up against Tampa, one of the best teams in the NHL, and also the whole Torts situation. So Torts is, facing off against his former team, so that's going to be a really interesting dynamic. That starts at 7, and then the next game we'll be watching that night is probably the later game, which starts at 9 p.m., and that's Vegas versus Calgary. 2 dominant teams so far in this opening season, and it's been a blast watching both teams, so it's going to be really interesting to see those 2 top dogs face off against each other. Wednesday, I've got two games for you. Philadelphia and Florida. For the same reason with Philadelphia, I'd like to see how they do and how they progress. They've had a really good start. Florida, obviously one of the best teams in the NHL this year, or at least should be on paper. That starts at 7:30. Now, the following game after that is Winnipeg versus Colorado at 8 p.m. Again, a really good 1-2 staggered setup here. Game at 7:30, game at 8. Winnipeg looking pretty good. Colorado looking pretty good as always. Going to be a good game. Thursday, we've got Dallas versus Toronto at 7. That's going to be such a good game. Dallas looking so good. Toronto looking good as well. And it's always interesting to watching Toronto. That starts at 7. And then Carolina versus Edmonton. That starts at 9 p.m. And that's going to be a doozy as well. Edmonton looking pretty fresh this year. They struggled against Calgary a little bit, but then almost came back and won that game. So, Edmonton's looking pretty good. Carolina looking good as always. And that starts at 9. So a good staggered setup there as well. Not as good as the other ones, but still game at 7, get to watch most of that. Game at 9, get to watch most of that, or most of the end of that one. So good setup there. Now, actually on Thursday, I won't be watching any of those games, unfortunately, because I will be traveling as of Thursday for the next 2.5 weeks after that. So starting Thursday, I'm unfortunately not going to see any of these games, but here are the games I think maybe you should watch. Friday, Tampa versus Florida. This one's an easy one. 7:30 start. Battle of Florida State. It's going to be awesome. 2 excellent teams as well going at it. History. It's going to be physical, I think. The next game that night that I think you should watch is Detroit versus Chicago. Original 6, and Detroit is looking sneaky, like a sneaky good start here for Detroit as I'm filming this. And that starts at 8:30, so not a bad staggered setup there. Saturday, we've got like a quadruple header, basically. Minnesota versus Boston at 1 p.m. Both teams are interesting this year. Definitely watch that one. St. Louis versus Edmonton at 4 p.m. That's another really cool matchup. And also the timing works perfectly. And then at 7 p.m., we've got the Islanders versus Tampa Bay Lightning. Some history there. That's going to be a good one. And then at 10 p.m., we've got Colorado versus Vegas, 2 of the best teams in the NHL going head-to-head. So this is a really good 4-game lineup on Saturday. If you've got no plans for Saturday, it is going to be such a good day for hockey. Hope you can tune into all of those. Sunday, we've got a triple header, actually. Well, kind of. Seattle versus Chicago. That's at 2 p.m. Anaheim versus Detroit. That's at 5 p.m. I think that's going to be a sneaky good game, actually. And then San Jose versus Philadelphia at 7. So you're not going to see the end of the Anaheim-Detroit game if you skip on to that San Jose-Philadelphia game at 7. But if you want to watch all of the Anaheim-Detroit game, you've still got the last half of the San Jose-Philadelphia game to watch after that Detroit game's over. So a pretty good triple header there. And then that kind of wraps up the week. So I'm hoping you get to watch lots of hockey. Just as a recap, I hope you get to watch Dallas. Dallas is going to be good. Some really good other good matchups in there. That Tampa Bay Florida one's going to be great. Lots of good hockey this year. It's the start of the season. It's like one of the best times of the year. We get to really see how these teams progress after all of the offseason moves, the trade deadline from last year, how players are integrating. It's a great time of year to watch hockey. Now, as far as the notes, a little bit of tidbit I have off the ice. It has to do with reverse retros. So about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, I released a video talking about the release of the reverse retros. What's the date going to be? So I heard that the teaser of the jerseys is going to be on October 19th. That is Wednesday. And then the reveals are going to start to happen on the Thursday, October 20th, and Friday, October 21st. I think I have those days right. Yes, Friday is October 21st. So I can't like 100% confirm that. I tried to independently confirm that, and I cannot. So, take that with a grain of salt, but that is what I heard from two sources. I hope it comes true, but at the same time, I kind of hope it doesn't come true because I'll be leaving basically around that same time. So I'm honestly hoping that it kind of gets pushed back into sometime in November. I don't know when. But yeah, just pay attention to social media, specifically Twitter. Teams will be releasing teasers, whether it happens on the 20th or the 19th, or it happens, sometime in November. Make sure you're paying close attention to social media, starting the 19th, probably up, into mid to late November. I can't confirm these release dates, so make sure you're paying close attention to social media if you want to see these jerseys as soon as they drop. Even the teasers are going to be interesting, and if all the teasers do drop on Wednesday, I will be rushing to make a last-minute reaction video to those teasers because that's the last I am here. So if they do drop on Wednesday, the 19th, you can expect a reaction video of those teasers. That will go up Wednesday night. And also I have a video coming that day talking about me going on vacation and the status of the channel while I'm gone and stuff. There's going to be videos coming, so the channel won't be without videos. So I'll talk to you on Wednesday about that. Hope you have a great week watching hockey. I'm going to do these videos every single Monday after I come back from vacation throughout the rest of the NHL year. So if you want to tune in every single Monday and see what games you should watch on the upcoming week, would love to have your subscription if you're not subscribed already. If you did enjoy this video, if you thought that it was helpful, please hit the like button. And I'll talk to you guys in the future. Adios.